Hey everyone, CPO here, and in this video I am proud, pleased, excited to be showing you the new Supernote A5X, and I'm excited about it for a couple of reasons. Number one is the new software update is due out tomorrow, and that's going to increase the functionality. So you will see another video from me on that, performing the update, showing you what's new. But first, I wanted to talk about this device as I get it out of the box. You saw the unboxing, and I don't normally do unboxing videos. Seeing the product getting taken out of a box doesn't really usually do much for me. But in this case, it was important because I wanted you to see what all comes with the product. And that's important because almost every other product, actually scratch that, every other product does not come complete. This is a complete kit. It comes with the folio, right? The cover, which is, as you saw, locked into the device. This proprietary format, let me turn this off, and then I'm gonna slide this out of here so you can see that. This isn't unique to the A5X, but for those of you who aren't familiar with the Supernote, it's got a little aluminum bar that runs through the channel in the back of the device. So it's easy to take in and out of the case, or the folio, or cover. I guess it's a cover technically, but locks into place and is secure, and it's not going to go anywhere, right? So this becomes a part of the Supernote, and then it's got the little loop for the pen. And by the way, this pen, so this is the basic pen, nothing fancy, from Supernote. It comes with it, and it is the most pen-like stylus I have. If you didn't tell me this was a stylus, I would not have guessed that from looking at it. Like, look at that. It's got even like springiness, like an actual pen. It is crazy cool. And this is the base model. It's like having a regular pen. And if you're a pen person, like I am, like old school legit, before I got into e-writing, I use Lamy fountain pen. So I'm probably gonna try and see if I can get my hands on a Lamy pen for this. But yeah, I like pens. I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. So this pen, although, you know, it is the sort of the base model, it is really actually cool. Also, the fact that it comes with the cover is cool. And wow, it's actually responsive. It wakes up with the cover, and it's fast too. Now the writing surface is interesting. The writing surface itself is a little bit flexible, and they did this to sort of mimic a notepad, right? So if I take an actual notepad, right? So this is my notepad of choice, my paper of choice. And when I write on it, it sort of indents the paper some. Go right about there. You can see where I indented the paper by writing on it. As I write on this, it indents. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't. You can definitely feel it. But it has that same sort of property to it. So instead of having a hard piece of glass or plastic or screen protector, and then the nib is what you use to change the feel, in this case the softness seems to come from the device itself, and that's really cool. So it's comfortable to write on. Here's what I like about it. A lot of people tend to equate paper writing feel with this like scratchy loudness. And I am not a fan of scratchy loudness. So this is not loud and scratchy, but it's got some friction to it. There's a rubbery sort of texture, which gives it some friction. It's not bad. It's just different than the other tablets where friction comes from this like scratchy surface. the screen protector, whatever this top layer is, I can see it indent as I write, and then it sort of self-heals. Because when I eventually when I erase, which I'm going to do right now, like I don't see those marks anymore. I don't see where I wrote, but the second I do it, I can see it. So it's got this weird self-healing property. This is, by the way, the ballpoint pen, which does have pressure sensitivity. That's got a really nice feel, and it looks clean. I can tell you, for my opinion, this is a nice writer. It's a nice writer because it's quick, it's fast, it has some friction, which you really need friction, otherwise it's like writing on glass, and that's not a very ideal situation. It's just got a nice feel to it. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot, and I like this this pen here. So I'm impressed. I'm a huge fan. So let's compare this with some of the other popular devices, and then I'll do another video when I get the update, and then we'll take another look at things. So this cover is more like a book cover. I mean, really, it's not dissimilar to a regular notebook, which is obviously what they're going for. This is nearly the same size, actually a little bit smaller, and quite a bit thinner than I'm used to with a paper notebook, plus the bonus pen loop. So that is nice. It has definitely that sort of notebook feel to it. One of the reasons why I did the unboxing was because it's important to note that when you buy a Remarkable, this is what you get. You get a Remarkable. Then you also have to buy the cover. And then you also buy a pen, a marker. And so the fact that this comes as a package with everything you need to start writing is impressive and notable. Now, it is thinner than the Remarkable. I have the Onyx Books Note 3, also a thin device. I think I saw something somewhere where they talked about their priority being more of a notebook feel and consistency in the product. And that's why from the A5 to the A5X, they didn't do any major changes. And I had to question myself on whether or not it bothered me that it was a thicker device than, say, these others. And it's not, it doesn't bother me at all, actually. Again, if I was carrying around a notebook, I'd be carrying around this guy. And quite frankly, they're very similar in heft, size, overall dimensions. It's very similar, so I can't complain about this. Remarkable is, I think it's heavier. They may be the same. It's very similar. But for as thin as it is, it's actually got a similar heft. Yeah, so that's the Remarkable 2 in comparison. Let me just pull this back up. And I'll turn it off so you can get a sense. And what I'll do is, maybe in another review, I'll do some document comparisons as I get into the Supernote and learn more about it. And then this is the Books Note 3. So similar size, actually nearly identical in dimensions to the Note 3, which is great because I like the Note 3 form factor. I like this form factor. The Remarkable, I'm happy with, oddly enough, but the Books Note Air, this one here, I don't like the form factor. It's a weird shape, and I just don't like it as much. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's comparison. This isn't a video about these other products, but I know that people are going to want to see how they compare to some of the more popular ones. I like this form factor. I like this cover. It looks like it's going to take a little bit of while to break into where it lays completely flat. I think that's going to happen over time with use. It's brand new, just like the spine of a book. You're going to have to break it in a little bit. I like how the cover sleeps it and then wakes it, and pretty quickly. You know, Remarkable has its own cover, yet it does not wake up or sleep the device. I don't understand why. That was a missed opportunity, but that's beside the point. So this one does do that. The pen loop is actually convenient because I can get to writing pretty quick. Close it up, open it, and I'm back to writing. So I like this, the way it's laid out. I like the fact that I can swipe down. This is a really cool feature of the Supernote, is this this sidebar. Kindle, man. Oh, this is the best thing ever, is I have Kindle on this device. And that's important because if I am reading a book that I want to take notes on, what is that? FRILUFT Sliv. FRILU. Yeah. I do like this. I like this a lot, actually. I was worried. I was like, I don't know, a plastic device, a lot like the Remarkable One, which, by the way, you need to see how it looks against the Remarkable One. Here is the Remarkable One. It's smaller than the Remarkable One, and from a height perspective, and it's the same width, and it looks to be pretty much the same depth. So the Remarkable One is bigger than the A5X. I'm looking forward to getting into this. I'm looking forward to the updates and sharing with you the new updates that are coming out. A5 versus A5X. A5 was a Linux product. The X series, the A5X, is going to be an Android base, which is how I can have Kindle on here. If they didn't make this Android base, pretty sure I wouldn't have Kindle on here and access to all of my Kindle library. But this is cool. So we're going to get into notes and PDFs and ebooks because I want to see how that works. That's a big question a lot of people have, is how does it handle those things? And yeah, so before I do that, before I dig into that, I'm sort of stalling here. I'm going to do the update that's coming out, the new update. There's a new update coming. I'm going to do that first, and then I will give you a total look at what this device can and cannot do. And I'll be fair about it. Anyway, guys, excited to see how this Supernote A5X stacks up. Stay tuned. The next video on this will be coming out very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.